Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We are going to call in Merlin and Divine Order Melchizedek, as well as all the other angels that can assist and aid, because we're going to read out of my Psychic Empath. And we're still on Chapter 6, Connecting with Spirit. It says, now that you know the basics of what a spirit guide is, and you can look at the other videos on the link below if you haven't heard them. It says, let's look at how we can reach out and contact and communicate with our guides. This may be your first time interacting with your guides, and you may not even know what form the guide will take yet. Meditation is most people's go-to way to contact their spirit guide. If you're not doing a guided meditation when you sit down to meditate, make sure you focus on contacting your spirit guide. If you are contacting them for a reason, you can also focus on the reason in which you wish to communicate with them. But at the beginning, just focus on your purpose on meeting your spirit guide. Clear your mind and don't force anything. Certain times when your intuition strongly urges you to do or not to do something so clear, it almost sounds like an inner voice is speaking to you, similar to clairaudience. This could be your guardian angel giving you advice or warning you on your day-to-day waking life. You don't have to do anything to experience this communication, just listen and acknowledge the advice that's given. Your guide in the spirit realm likely knows things that you don't and has wisdom you may not. So it is always a good idea to trust them, but at the end of the day, it's your decision to make. These guides are not dictators. Your spirit guides may visit you and show themselves to you in a form of a dream. If you've ever had a particularly vivid dream where the benign entity is your deceased grandmother or an animal or energetic presence has spoken to you, signaled to you, or led you to something somewhere, and you remember it clearly the next day, or at least you remember the essence of what they were communicating and show to you what it was likely a visit from a spirit guide. Though you may remember the figures you encounter and what was communicated to you when you wake up, you are likely to forget important details if you're not your whole dream as the day goes by. So it's a good idea to create a dream journal and write down exactly what you dreamed about and as much detail as you can remember after waking up. If you have to rush to the door to work, you can write in a notepad on your iPhone or somewhere else. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. It just needs to keep a record of your spirit guide encounters, symbols, and important dreams. So you can also, if they give you a symbol, you can also draw that symbol. If they give you a color, because a lot of the colors are going to be attached to different chakras in your body. Also write down the color or any feelings that you might have had. If you want to plan to meet with a spirit guide during your dreams, focus on a question you want to answer or the reason you wish to contact them before you go to sleep. As you drift into sleep with this in mind, as you focus, hopefully you will encounter them in your dream that night. This is a system of lucid dreaming, so keep in mind that it may take a few tries to have this sort of control over your dreams. No matter what form your spirit guide takes and what purpose it's possible to create a strong connection and channel for communication with them through practice. Remember, if any entity that you think is your spirit guide makes you feel negatively in any way or is surrounded by any dark or unpleasant energy, that is not your spirit guide, and you should disconnect and call your energy back. Your interaction with spirit guides should always be positive, if somewhat introspective, and if they are a deceased loved one spirit, then possibly bittersweet. Always treat them with respect when making requests or asking of them. Do not demand things from them, but do not be afraid or ashamed to ask for help, as we can't do everything all alone, and treat them as a friend and a mentor. And I myself also can hold hands with my spirit guides. I also can hold hands with God. I hold hands with my angels, ancestors. You just put your hands out and show them that you are ready and receptive for your best and highest good to connect with anyone if you want that reassurance. That's what was told to me by Long Island medium. One day when I was watching it on the show, and I did it and it worked, and I've been doing it since 2013, and nothing negative has ever came through. I had my grandmother, a baby that passed, they put in my hands for me to feel the heartbeat. So it just gives you that reassurance that you're not here alone, which you're not, and you're working with a whole team that's here to help you to get through difficult times. So I love you all. I hope this helps, and namaste.